That's right, it looks like XRP is ready to be relisted on an exchange yet again. No, it's not Coinbase, but in this video, I'm going to tell you about which exchange it is, when they're going to list XRP, and why. And yet, one more country has expressed even more interest in having Bitcoin become legal tender and becoming a two-currency country. I'm going to tell you what country just announced their plans to make Bitcoin legal tender by next year. Well, it was a big day yesterday for Cardano as they officially added smart contracts to its platform, to its ecosystem. I'm going to tell you what actually happened yesterday and what the future is and what the future is looking like for Cardano. I also have some price information in there as well. And of course, as Bitcoin continues to recover from the flash crash last week, I'm going to tell you what some of the technical analysis and even more important, some on-chain analysis says about what Bitcoin is going to be doing over the next couple of months and why it could actually drop further than where it is now and what that support level could actually look like before the upswing. So here we go. Hey everyone, my name is Randy and welcome back to the Late Night Grind. And right now on this channel, we are covering the Ripple versus SEC case, along with other cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any of those topics interest you, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon. And also, if you are feeling generous today, which I believe people in the crypto space are some of the most generous people, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. Doing that, along with watching this video all the way to the end, are the two best things you can do to support a YouTube channel. So if you do that, I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, so let's jump into it. So Cardano has officially launched its platform with smart contract availabilities, which is now going to be very inviting for developers to continue to launch applications, stablecoins, NFT platforms, etc. on this new platform. It's going to give Ethereum even more of a run for its money, especially since the price of Ethereum gas, which is essentially the processing fee, is going sky high right now. And of course, the cryptocurrency world is more of a buy the rumor, sell the news type industry, at least currently. Now, as it happened, it actually worked out that way for Cardano holders. If you bought the rumor, you would have seen a nice price increase. But as of yesterday, when it officially went live with the smart contracts, well, the price dipped. That, of course, not coming as a shock. And it really didn't dip that much after all. It dipped from about $2.80 down to about $2.42 currently. Solana, which is another Ethereum competitor, also had a price pullback, and their price pullback was a little more substantial. It went from $180 down to $155. And speaking of other price points, the Bitcoin flash crash that actually happened last week and took a bunch of other altcoins with it seems to be, well, at the very least, consolidating and basically just trading sideways. Now, from what I've been looking at and some of the technical analysis and on-chain analysis that I've been watching over the past several days, have indicated one thing, and that is when it first happened, a lot of people thought, well, this was kind of a manipulation by whales that were dumping on the market before the price was actually going to come down. Now, a lot of people think that it was just kind of the bears in the market wishing that the price would go down, probably because they have short positions. But when you look at the actual on-chain analysis, it says a different story. Because who were the people buying during this flash crash, or I should say right after this flash crash? The whales were. The whale accounts, meaning the accounts holding 100 or more Bitcoin, bought more Bitcoin than anybody else after that crash happened. In fact, just in the past week alone, 44,000 Bitcoin have been bought up by whale accounts. And of course, if you're looking at the long-term movements, long-term meaning the next several months, then you have to look at what is actually happening with Bitcoin on exchanges. Just in the last week alone, 21,000 Bitcoin have been moved off of exchanges into cold storage. That typically means the price is going to go up because there's going to be a supply crash, meaning the supply of Bitcoin necessary or the supply of Bitcoin available to purchase is going to be limited, which means the people that are actually selling aren't going to sell at near of a low price as when there's a lot of Bitcoin available. Well, as of right now, there is a 3-year low, the amount of Bitcoin that is actually on exchanges for sale. That is the lowest level in 3 years. And in fact, Will Clement and Willy Woo, who do a lot of this on-chain analysis, came out with a chart and said that 93% of Bitcoin that are available have not been moved in the last month. Only 7% of the available Bitcoin, the liquid Bitcoin that is moved that's moved back and forth between buyers and sellers on exchanges, has actually been moved within the last month. It's just 7%. That's crazy. And this is exactly why some of these technical analysis and on-chain analysis are saying that, yeah, this is shaping up to be a massive end-of-the-year run for Bitcoin in this crypto market. Because when whales are buying and the supply is short, price goes way, way up. And before I get into the XRP news, one final note, there is one more country that they're expressing interest. In fact, not just interest, but major plans to make Bitcoin the second currency of their country. What is that country? The Ukraine. Well, a 43-year-old politician from the Ukraine was actually currently in California recently, touring some of Silicon Valley, exploring different things with tech companies and cryptocurrency companies, looking at how they can actually implement this back home. Well, the politician's name, which I'm not going to try and say because I would absolutely butcher it, but you can look on Twitter because I retweeted it there. He has actually said that their plans on making the Ukraine a two-currency country, meaning they want to make Bitcoin and their current fiat currency essentially work interchangeably. Because as of right now, their fiat currency was actually started about 25 years ago in their country. And from the report I read, it is not a very popular currency among its residents. Okay, and here we get to the news on XRP actually being relisted and by who. Okay, so this is going to sound like it's big news, but it's not really as big as you think, but at the same time, yeah, it kind of is. XRP is going to be listed by the exchange known as TaoTao, which is a Japanese currency exchange. Now, TaoTao has actually been in business for several years now, but recently they were acquired wholly by SBI Holdings. Who is SBI Holdings? They are one of Ripple's major partners in Japan. They're a huge financial services company in Japan, and they actually have a lot of clients that are now using Ripple's ODL system and using XRP for payment services, remittance services, cross-border payments, all of that stuff. So SBI Holdings now bought TaoTao Exchange, and they're going to be adding XRP on September 22nd at 4 p.m. local time. Now, this is big news that XRP is being relisted on an exchange, even though it is outside the United States. But TaoTao is an extremely small exchange comparatively. It doesn't compare, of course, to Binance or Coinbase or KuCoin or even Uphold, which right now is the only exchange that you can actually buy XRP if you are a resident of the United States. But if you're scrolling through Twitter and you've seen some of these updates on what Coinbase is doing, the other day they accidentally relisted a trading pair of XRP on their Coinbase Pro platform. Now, they came out and said that was an accident, it wasn't supposed to happen, but of course, wild speculation was rampant because of what Coinbase is now going through with the SEC. Where the SEC basically fired a warning shot to them when they talked about adding their new lending product to their financial services offerings. Well, of course, the XRP Twitter community took that and said, yeah, relist XRP Coinbase. That would be a huge shot to the SEC from you guys and show solidarity within the crypto community, who know that this case of the SEC versus Ripple is really just a lot of smoke and mirrors and conflicts of interest being swept under the rug. And so there's some really interesting ideas floating around on XRP Twitter right now. So if you want to follow along with some of my retweets, you can go ahead and follow me there. I'll leave a link in the description below for my Twitter profile. I also retweet things on there that I don't necessarily have time to cover on these videos, but certainly enjoy digging into some of those topics. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed, like I said, but let me know in the comments section below what you think Bitcoin and the rest of this market is going to do at the end of the year. Because right now, the on-chain analysis says nothing but upward movement. But I want to know your thoughts. And one last thought, I've actually been looking seriously, digging into this whole NFT market. Let me know your comments down below if you've actually done anything with NFTs, bought, sold, or created them. Now, from my end, I would actually be looking to create them. I have some really interesting ideas, and I would love to know if you guys would be interested in claiming some of them. So let me know in the comments section below, and follow me on Twitter. We can actually have a conversation about it over there. Once again, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are seeing two videos, one right here and one right here, it means that YouTube thinks that any one of those videos will be right up your alley. So go ahead and check out one of those videos. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.